Hello and welcome to The Chat, the official podcast of Chatham County Government. My name is Will Peebles with the Public Information Office, and today we are bringing you a special Halloween edition. I am not in costume, and neither is our guest, Officer D. Rodriguez with the Chatham Police. How you doing, Officer Rodriguez?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Pretty good. So, what is your role with Chatham Police, and what do you do?
So I'm the neighborhood liaison officer. So basically, I go to all the community events. I make events. If people want me to come out to attend any public gathering, I try to go out and do that. I go to a lot of the different schools in our jurisdictions, try to collab with them for different school events, field days, different things like that. And just go out in neighborhoods, go to the meetings. If they have any questions or concerns, I try to address them, get an answer to them in a timely manner. And that's pretty much it. And just come up with my own little ideas to create here with the department.
Hey, that's awesome.
And push out to the community.
No, that's awesome because it's so important for people to see police officers as more than police officers, and I think your role is like a big part of that.
It, yes.
And I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? How does your role help?
My role is, because I kind of come in contact with a lot of people, I really enjoy trying to bridge that gap between, law enforcement and the community, because it's not always a good taste that people have about us. But when I interact with people, I let them know, like, hey, it's safe to call us. Letting the kids know it's always safe to reach out in any time or any type of emergency. And when you build that connection with the community, it's easier for us to kind of come together versus having that divide. So I think my biggest goal was just to keep making sure, not even just with Chatham County, but overall policing, that we learn to just bridge those gaps and, make the world a better place actually by, doing it or trying to do it with just a word, a hey, about, or any little thing like that. So that's kind of like my take on it.
Yeah, no, I get you. No change without effort,
No,
well, thank you for doing that. And thank you so much for coming on today. We invited you on because Halloween's coming up. It is spooky season. And we wanted to just make sure that we had someone, an expert on safety, like yourself, to give us some tips about trick-or-treating and just general Halloween stuff in general. Is there a go-to thing that you tell people, like the number one thing for Halloween, or how does that go?
The number one thing would definitely be make sure you pay attention to the roadways, keeping reflective gear on. If you have not a uniform, costume, make sure that it has anything that someone could see you, visibly see you. Stay in large groups. Make sure that if you are in a large group, if you stop at a house, you don't enter into the home. If you are walking in the street and it's not a sidewalk, available, make sure that you pay attention to the roadways so that everyone gets through that area in a safe manner. What else? You can always wear flashlights. You can do glow sticks. Keep the costume short.
Yeah.
That way, when kids are walking, they're not tripping over. Or if they have to hypothetically run, they're not hurting themselves.
And they're going to run. They're going to be so excited.
Yeah, because it's going to be excited, yeah.
They're all hopped up on sugar, ready to go.
And then for the actual drivers, I would suggest that they slow down in areas. I mean, for that day, please, just because you don't know who or what may happen. If you pay attention to your driving, that could help the people who are walking throughout the streets, making sure that they avoid certain directions that they know large crowds would be. And use caution every time they make left turns, right turns, even keeping straight. Just make sure they're paying attention, because sometimes as a driver we don't see the smallest things, but it'll help us if we take our extra steps just to make sure they're okay. And for the actual homeowners, this one is important. Just making sure that if they have any sidewalks, that they try to keep them clear so that people can utilize those sidewalks in a safely manner for Halloween. Ensure that they have good lighting when people come to their homes, that they're not giving out open or used candy. And if they do choose to give out something, just make sure they check with the parents first to ensure that it's okay that they do issue that, or they can do small trinkets. Everything doesn't have to always be about the cavities, because, you give all that candy, sometimes kids get cavities. So you could just pick something nice and kind to give out to the kids. And
the dental industry
they're going to be like,
right now. They're so mad. They're like,
I'm not ready
let
for
them kids eat the candy.
And just make sure that everyone is always friendly and very welcoming, to the community.
Gotcha,
so that they can enjoy.
No, that's awesome. Those are great tips, and I love that. Especially the glow stick thing. That was something that I didn't think of before. It's like, I guess that makes them a lot more visible than.
And a lot of the times, people do give those out.
Yeah.
Like some of our trinkets would be a glow stick, because it's, hey,
Yeah.
You get to have that lighting up around your neck, and it's something to see. You know, people don't wear the reflective gear because a lot of the times, you know, when you want a
Yeah.
cool costume, it doesn't always
Yeah,
have
it
that
doesn't have a
thing.
glow
Yeah,
stick
it
on it.
doesn't have it. So it's important to make sure that they are safe and that we do our due diligence to let them know, like, hey, these are some of the steps you can take.
Yeah, and there's a lot of glow sticks, so
Yeah, they are,
you can
and they're
color
very
match it.
affordable.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be cool. Do like the eyes or something.
Yeah, it's
That
something
probably
really.
wouldn't
And
work.
now with all the stuff they create, you can find something to actually match someone's costume, like you said,
Exactly. Yeah.
to where it's even if they have little glasses on, just anything to just bring light and visibility to them as
Yeah,
well.
right. Like
So,
just put some reflective paint on your
forehead if you
your
want to.
mask. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
that's
and with
awesome.
the mask too, just make sure that it's not obstructing anyone's view.
Yeah.
That's important because sometimes if kids want to be a certain character, if they're not of age or at that point where your face can visibly be seen, just pay attention to that so they're not losing track or falling over just based on the lack of vision
And
throughout that mess.
and drivers on Halloween
Yeah.
too. If you're driving on Halloween,
Yes.
like you know that you were driving on Halloween. There's
Yes.
literally children walking around
and
outside
and
on the
our
roads
hopes
at
are
night. You know.
that people will slow down and let it go through.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. So, what does Chatham Police do on Halloween? What does the beat look like on Halloween night?
so typically on Halloween we do they call in extra officers to go out just to drive through the community throughout the night just to give some extra patrol visibility so that people can see the officers are out here. And I think it's important that they do that so that not only are we out there, but if someone is driving or doing something that could be a danger, we're able to address that situation in a timely manner. And make sure, again, our goal is to make sure everyone's safe, they have a good time. But again, safety is the most important thing. And it has to start with everybody at least following those little rules, and then we'll come in, if not, and try to address the concerns and issues.
Yeah, for sure. Is it different when like Halloween's on a Friday this year?
This is,
Like it's probably different, right?
yeah, yeah.
That's a oof.
This is the first time Halloween has been on a Friday. I want to say in a minute. So I think it
It's
may.
been a while. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah. If I'm
remember.
not mistaken,
Yeah.
it's never on a Friday.
Yeah.
So I feel like this would probably be a good turnout because people are getting off work.
Yeah.
Kids can kind of still go out and trick or treat for a reasonable amount of time because it's the weekend, so they don't have to worry about going to school the next day. So I do think that it will be some people out a little bit later than expected. So again, even with that, just making sure throughout this whole, or throughout that whole day that everyone is paying attention and remembering no matter what time it is, kids could still be out there trick-or-treating even if it's 9, 10 o'clock at night. And at that point they don't have school, so most parents like, hey, why not? And different people are throwing different events, so I know that still will
Right.
be going on throughout the night as well.
And hey, that's a really good segue. If you want to go out on Halloween, that's great. Go out on Halloween, have fun, do your
Yeah.
thing. But if you are even a little bit worried about it, we do have a very safe alternative for trick or treating,
Yes.
which I found to be especially popular with younger kids. People know about these now. It's a trunk or treat,
Yes.
and you guys are doing one on Friday, October 31st, from 6 to 8. Will you tell me a little bit about it? Who all's involved in it? How does it happen? How does it work?
So I consider it hosting this event because I think that with so much chaos in the world, it's important for people to feel safe. And sometimes the safest place could be just one particular place where a lot of people is there to, give out different candies and trinkets to kids. And if I'm, going to police department, I know it's going to be some type of safety there at the
It better
police
be,
department.
you know?
So we have like the fire department, they joined. We have EMS, they're coming out. We have our K9 officers. We have CID, which is our criminal investigation. You have us, our Marine Patrol. We have the tag office, and then we have 911 dispatch. So all of us will be out there. We're going to decorate our vehicles, and then at the end, we're going to pick the best decorated vehicle. And what it is just to give people like the opportunity to come out and enjoy their, their everyday heroes. Some kids really enjoy the police. They enjoy EMS, the fire department, and just different things that will be out there. They're out there with people who they enjoy, also coming to get candy that, will be provided safely. We have little trinkets we're giving out. And to me, it'll just feel more safe that I'm in one general area versus walking through different neighborhoods where sometimes people can just be a little unsure. And that's the world we live in. So I think my overall goal for this event was to make sure that people are safe, to make sure we bring a lot of people out to build, again, that bridge with that community and making sure that they know we're here for them in just the slightest ways. This is something that I think will be a good turnout. It's going to be from 6 to 8. Now, some people are doing it different a little bit later, but I would rather the first thing, hey, we come out here, start here, and then if they choose to go to their neighborhoods to go trick-or-treating in a safely manner, they can too. But just for them to feel comfortable and come out and enjoy us.
Yeah, like there's no such thing as a guarantee of safety,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
this is pretty dang
Yeah,
close.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, it's you've got everybody in an emergency that you would need.
Yes,
If something
exactly.
does
That's
happen,
what I thought about this
yeah,
one.
you got the
Yeah,
fire department, you got police, the
everybody.
tax commissioner. You
Even
know,
EMS, and I'm like
yeah,
they love, a lot of kids do love that, and the lights and different things like that.
yeah,
And I think it'll be cool for us to decorate the cars and let them see it in a
yeah.
different lighting.
See, that's what I
So
wanted to ask you
yeah.
about. So, what is there? Are there teams? How does the car decorating thing work?
So
Can you tell me what you're doing, or is it like top secret?
no, it's not top secret,
Yeah,
but so everyone will decorate their car
yeah.
or their vehicle or whatever they're bringing out to their liking. And pretty much it's just to be something cool for the kids to look at and say, oh, this is pretty cool. And if they want to take pictures with the vehicles or with the people, they're more than welcome to. So I guess the overall gist is to decorate it. And the trunk or treat theme is kind of to have your trunk open, have a cute theme back there. They can come and grab, candy from them, or we're gonna have like gift bags to give out with candy and trinkets inside
Oh,
of
that's
it. So
awesome.
that'd be more easier to like get people through and just decorate. I think it'll be fun. I mean,
Yeah,
this is my first time doing it, so I think that's why I'm really excited. And
yeah.
I like, making something cool. So I guess it's just coming up with a theme that can just make it real spooky but cool at the same time for people to see.
So, do you know what you're gonna do yet? How are you gonna decorate your
No.
car?
And it's coming to crunch time, so
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta.
I'm teaming up with somebody. I don't know if it's going to be the top secret one, but hopefully it's something really cool.
Spirit Halloween shelves
Yes,
or
something.
everything's going
And it's
on.
like with the car, it's not so much we can do inside.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure it's something that's cute, but a little scary.
Yeah,
Us girls got to keep it cute.
No, I understand. I get that. I get that. Little ghosts.
Yeah, something.
No, that's awesome. Well, Officer Rodriguez, thank you so much for coming and joining us and telling us about all the cool stuff that y'all are doing on Halloween and before it and everything to prepare. Is there anything else? What is your parting message for folks as we come into this Friday night Halloween this year?
I just want to keep stressing the importance of safety. So just making sure we're paying attention, and we are focused on having a great time, letting the kids enjoy themselves, and just being our overall best self. I think this again is going to be a good night for a lot of the children. Again, as it is a Friday, it's going to be a lot of traffic in general areas. So just paying attention to where you're driving, pay attention to where you're walking. Make sure you have your flashlights. Anything that needs to be on you for visibility throughout that night, and make sure as drivers that you're paying attention for your own visibility and for the safety of others as well. So just make sure we're paying attention to everyone, have a good time, and don't eat unwrapped candy, and making sure that we don't give out any candy that we shouldn't give out to kids.
Gotcha.
So,
Gotcha. Well, hey, thank you so much again for joining us and for offering us all your expertise. Really appreciate you coming on. And we really appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. And from all of us here at the chat and from Chatham County, happy Halloween, and y'all stay safe out there.